February. You know what that means? Groundhog's Day. Now, if you remember from last year, I had a bit of a problem with this little a-hole. And by that, I mean I wanted to shoot him and eat his face. Well, a lot of people keep asking me, did you actually do it, Carl? Did you eat that groundhog face? Well, I don't want to spoil the story, so I'll tell it the best way I know how, with a series of my beautiful illustrations. Kung Fu Karl's Groundhog's Day Adventure. The groundhog had just taken a fat dump and lost me a ton of money. So naturally, I was blind with rage, and I was about to perform what the Chinese call explosive justice. Just as I was about to head out the door, Dark Ninja gets in the way and is all like, "No, you cannot blow up that groundhog because he is beautiful and I want to make out with him and marry him."
Carl, I did not say that.
It's my story, shut up. So I went with plan B, which was to dropkick that little bastard into space and have him land on the moon, where he'd become the world's first space groundhog. And he'd eventually fall at the hands of the evil space dragon Slime Thor. His weapon of choice is the knife. But that didn't happen either, so I went with plan C, which was to firebomb his hole. But then wouldn't you know it, that little son of a gun popped up out of his hole and gave me the biggest puppy dog eyes I ever did see. Well, I couldn't firebomb him now, he was just too cute. He actually went as far as to invite me into his house, which I thought was pretty nice. So I jumped on in. Once I got in his house, the first thing I noticed was the horrible, horrible stench. It was everywhere. And I found the source. Mounds and mounds of groundhog feces. It was everywhere. Literally everywhere. Like, once I got in there, I put my hand in a big steaming pile. I was really starting to regret coming in his house. Then he proceeded to tap dance for what seemed like an eternity, the whole time never breaking eye contact with me. I had never been so uncomfortable in my entire life. He kept doing the same routine over and over again until eventually I decided to act like I was really tired and I had to get home, or else I was gonna get grounded. After squeezing back out of that hellhole, I ran for my life all the way back to the coffee shop and hid in a corner for 6.5 months, vowing never to see that groundhog again. What happened to that groundhog, you ask? This is a little character I made here. He's called the Question Monster. I think I better copyright that. Yeah. What happened to him? Well, I can only assume that him and Slime Thor traveled the U.S. with a tap dancing duet show. It got rave reviews until they eventually broke apart and one got arrested for selling coke. I think it was Slime Thor. The end. Or is it?